By the 1920s, Tampa was starting to come into its own as a city. Nowhere was that more evident than in Ybor City, where gambling houses lined 7th Avenue. Many were swank speakeasies, complete with lavish decor, live bands, and free-flowing liquor. Though much of the local populace who bet on bolita did their business out of dingy storefronts, those who could afford to went to places like the El Dorado, Seraphin's, Potes, and the Lincoln Club. These garish nightclubs were the places to be seen. Consequently, they generated millions for the underworld. Charlie Wall was born in 1888, the son of Dr. John P. Wall, a prominent citizen with blood ties to some of Florida's most powerful and influential families. Charlie's cousin Perry Wall was the mayor of Tampa in 1924. The Walls regularly hobnob with the cream of Tampa high society and the nucleus of the good old boys political clubs. With such an impressive cache of friends and relatives, many assumed that young Wall would grow up as another of the elite of Tampa society. However, Wall decided on a different path to fame and fortune, and dove headfirst into the underworld. Coupling his genius for gambling with a host of well-respected and influential friends, Wall found himself at the top of the local gambling rackets by the 1920s. Wall was despised by some people, especially some of his family, who viewed him as the black sheep. However, he was beloved by others. He would shower his sister, one of the few family members he kept in touch with gifts and money. Wall also tossed bags of coins on the lawn of local hospitals for children to collect. He became a dashing Robin Hood figure and was often seen making his rounds through Tampa sporting the latest fashions, wearing a wide-brimmed straw hat, joking with passers-by, and handing out pocketfuls of change. Wall ruled his empire of crime from a veritable fortress in the heart of Ybor City. He often carried a gun and commanded an army of bodyguards. The reasons for this extreme protection came as a result of 2 shotgun blasts. The first was on the evening of June 8, 1930, when Wall was driving his car home from his nightly gambling money pickups. He pulled into his garage and was greeted by 2 slugs as he opened his driver's side door. His wife was also in the car with him, and together they both dashed into the house. The next morning, Wall had a bulletproof metal covering installed around the garage. Like any rain at the top, seeds of discontent were showing on the street. The seemingly invincible Wall was beginning to see signs of change. The old guard, headed by the likes of Charlie Wall and the established gambling syndicates, were facing a new challenge by up-and-coming crime groups. The main battleground was Ybor City, and the prize being fought over was the most lucrative racket in Tampa, bolita.